The video captures a shocking robbery attempt carried out by a young couple. At first, they approach a parked car, planning to overpower the elderly driver and steal the vehicle. But things don't go as planned. The man violently attacks the driver, only to find that this older man is no easy victim. With remarkable courage, the driver hurls his car keys away and swiftly draws a gun, firing a warning shot to stop the assault. Panic erupts. The young robbers freeze in shock, their bravado instantly crumbling. Within seconds, they surrender. It was just an ordinary day at the transaction office, until chaos erupted. A masked robber burst through the door, waving a gun and threatening everyone in sight. He demanded phones, cash, gold rings, anything of value. Instantly, the atmosphere turned tense and chaotic. Two men raised their hands repeatedly, signaling surrender. But when the robber turned his attention to ripping a watch off another man's wrist, they seized the moment and quickly moved to safety. Moments later, the criminal pushed deeper into the office, but the security guard opened fire in self-defense. As he tried to escape, one brave man launched forward, slamming the robber against the wall and wrenching the weapon from his hands. Others rushed in to assist, and together they subdued the suspect before he could even think of running again. What began as a terrifying holdup ended in triumph, thanks to quick thinking, courage, and teamwork. This is an incredible story of friendship and bravery. When Larry Skopnik saw a man threatening his friend, the cashier, and trying to steal money, he didn't hesitate for even a second. Larry sprang into action. Though his legs could no longer carry him, his spirit was unstoppable. With one swift and powerful move, he locked the thief in a hold and slammed him to the ground, refusing to let go until help arrived. Two other customers soon joined in, helping to restrain the robber. Later, Larry humbly said, "What made me do it comes from inside me. It has nothing to do with my disability." In a clever but failed theft attempt, a man tried to distract a woman at a store counter by asking about liquor, while quietly stuffing chocolate bars into his pockets. What he didn't realize was that her husband was watching everything through a security camera. Just as the thief tried to walk out, the husband appeared, confronting him on the spot. Caught red-handed, the embarrassed man was forced to return the stolen goods before being kicked out of the store. A swift, smart, and satisfying end to an attempted robbery.
Una... ¿Cuánto está la fecha de medio? ¿Por ahí? Sí. ¿De un litro y medio? No, la del medio, paso los toros. ¿Paso los toros? Están así, por ejemplo. No le digo. Toma. Bueno, pará, oye, pero no me sirve para tomá. No estoy haciendo nada.
A tense armed robbery at a Houston convenience store nearly turned deadly. But the quick-thinking owner wasn't about to be a victim. Security footage shows 4 masked suspects entering the shop, pretending to browse. Moments later, 3 of them drew guns, aiming straight at the owner and demanding money. But the owner had already sensed something was off. Acting in split-second self-defense, he pulled his own firearm and opened fire. The store erupted with the sound of gunshots as the panicked robbers bolted, running across the highway to escape. A routine day at a small shop turned into a heart-stopping confrontation when a masked man burst in, waving a knife and demanding cash. But before the robber could even blink, the clerk behind the counter struck back. With lightning-fast reflexes, he grabbed the attacker's knife hand, yanked him forward by the hoodie, and managed to wrestle the weapon away. Not ready to let the criminal flee, the brave clerk tried to pin him down, but the robber slipped free, his loose hoodie saving him from capture. What began as a quiet morning at a neighborhood bakery turned into sheer chaos when a man wearing a motorcycle helmet stormed in, brandishing a gun. He chambered a round and fired a warning shot into the air, a chilling signal that he meant business. Panic spread instantly as customers ducked for cover, but fate had placed the right man in the right place. Just steps away, an off-duty police officer, shopping like any ordinary customer, reacted without hesitation. In one decisive move, he drew his weapon and took the gunman down before anyone could be harmed. The entire incident was over in seconds. No one else was injured. The calm hum of a normal shopping day shattered in an instant when 3 armed robbers burst into a supermarket, waving their guns and demanding everything of value, even grabbing for a bunch of ripe bananas in their frenzy. But their chaotic plan took a disastrous turn. One robber lunged at a man in a black t-shirt, unaware he had just picked the worst possible target. In a flash, the man countered, grabbing the attacker and sending him stumbling back in fear. Fueled by raw adrenaline, he spun around, pounced on the second robber, and tackled the third to the ground. Other shoppers quickly joined the fight, restraining one of the robbers until police arrived to make the arrest. What began as a quiet evening at the store exploded into chaos when 3 armed robbers burst in, waving their guns and demanding everything of value. With his life in danger, the shop owner initially cooperated, letting them ransack his shelves. But when the thieves split up, each stuffing cash and goods into their backpacks, the owner saw his chance. With nerves of steel, he grabbed a can of pepper spray and unleashed it. This man thought snatching a woman's phone would be a quick and easy crime. But in the blink of an eye, she grabbed him by the neck, and with the help of others nearby, brought him crashing to the ground. A fearless act of courage that left everyone stunned, and the thief flat on the floor, tasting the bitter flavor of instant karma. A daring bank robbery took an unexpected turn when courage triumphed over fear. Security footage reveals the tense moment the suspect, clutching a backpack stuffed with cash, tried to flee. He pointed his gun at the security guard, demanding the exit be opened. But the guard didn't flinch. He lunged forward, tackling the robber in a desperate struggle for control. Just then, a brave customer joined the fight, locking the suspect in a chokehold and helping disarm him. Within seconds, the situation was under control. Thanks to their quick thinking and fearless teamwork, the would-be robber's escape ended right where it started, inside the bank. What began as a simple shoplifting incident quickly turned into a nightmare. A man walked into the store, grabbed some beer, and tried to leave without paying. When the cashier reached for her phone to call the police, he snapped, hurling a bottle straight at her before charging in a violent rage. Terrified, the woman fled the store, screaming for help as the attacker chased her down and struck her outside. But just when things seemed hopeless, a man sitting in a nearby car witnessed the assault. Without a second's hesitation, he stepped out, drew his firearm, and aimed it at the attacker, stopping the rampage instantly. His brave, decisive action saved the woman's life and ended the chaos before police arrived.